Hello everyone, welcome to day 179 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. We're starting as black here and we get e4, so I'll play the Caro-Kann. They give a check. I'm quite sure it's good to just trade off the bishop. They stop me from taking the center, but that's okay. I can just develop my knight, play e6 and just slowly bring my pieces into the game. They castle. I can play e6 now, develop my bishop, although I'll probably bring my bishop just to d6. So I think this knight will be very, very annoying to remove. I could attack the pawn with my bishop this way. And this way, if they take my knight, I can just capture with my queen. And I'll be happy. Maybe this move is annoying. So they do go for this. They just take. I do have two pieces in the center now. This is an annoying move, which I don't want to castle because that would weaken my king a lot. But maybe castling might actually be good because if I recapture, I'd have the option of pushing e5 with these strong pawns. Although I think I can just play bishop e7 here. And push h6. They just go to capture immediately, which is fine by me. They develop there. They could take. I think I can just play e5 here. Attack the pawn. How do they defend it? They'd have to go back. This is protected. They can actually pin me, which is very, very annoying. I missed that move. If I castle, they can take, take, take. Well, now if I castle, they can just capture. That's actually an annoying move. I think I have to push it. And I guess this will be weak, but I have to deal with that. My bishop is very bad because of this. Right now I just need to castle, so they want to... I think they still want a pawn here. If I push, they just... And I cannot take because it's protected, it's pinned to my king. If I castle, they just win a pawn here. In a very annoying way. But then I'm able to pin the knight. And actually add some pressure, so... Maybe it's not so bad. So takes, 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 I pin. Knight takes, I can pin the knight. But knight takes, if I pin the knight can just take here. So the rook chooses to take. That's a fair move. You can simply go for a rook trade. We've both used almost no time and we're in an endgame already. So if they take, I take this way because I'm attacking this pawn. If they defend, I can just take. They actually choose to push. And I wouldn't mind damaging their structure. I could also just double up on the pawn now. Yeah, I can double up on the pawn. Trade the knight off and then win this. The knight must move here, I think. It doesn't have many good squares. Could go here. Then I just take. But taking would actually blunder. I think because of... If they go here and I take, they have this check. But then I guess it's fine. It weakens my structure, but it doesn't do anything. I need to win this pawn. I don't see how they defend it. They can't bring their rook yet into the game. This is just looking like a draw. At some point I will play h6 to make sure I don't blunder back rank. Right now my threat is just to... Okay, so I said that I don't see the idea of this move. I'm guessing they stop me from weakening their structure, but this gives me a check, and the king... If I get a check, the king has to move. But then I have no more good checks. Once the king moves... Maybe check king goes here. I think check just helps them bring their king closer to the center, so I'll take here. After I capture, I'm also threatening back rank mate. They have to capture. I'm attacking the queen right here already. The queen protects the back rank. They can push. Oh, so we just simplify down into an endgame already. They're going for back rank mate. I can just push. I can also just stop them from coming in here and develop my king. which could be good. If I go here, they have to fall back to defend. If I go here, they have to play this. I'd like to win this pawn. It would be very good for me. This structure is very bad for them. At the moment, the rook cannot come in to my 7th rank. I'm attacking this. I will play b6. So they go there, I can go here. I can actually play b6 now. Play b6 now and then attack this pawn and they won't be able to protect it. They can push, but I'm still just attacking the pawn. They cannot protect it. They can push, but I just take. And then take this also. Okay, so I take, they take, I take. I'm attacking this. I take here. It's not that good. And I'm not worried about them pushing. So I take here. I'm attacking this. They take, I have to recapture. They have a check, but I just stand on this file. And I'm doing fine. I'm also attacking this, so they have to defend it. I think now it's time to start bringing my king into the game. They can go after the pawn. We can go into this trade where I'm up a pawn, but that'll just be a draw, I'm quite sure. I could drop back to defend. I'm not sure which is best. I'm up a pawn. I don't think I'll be winning the game. After takes. This just looks like an absolute draw. Not much I can do. Can't defend the pawn. I don't want to draw here. I actually want to play for a win, so I'll drop back. This is just a drawn game. I'm quite sure this is just a draw. I do have 3 pawns here. They can slide up to defend. I'll bring my king. They can bring theirs. I have a check here, doesn't achieve much. I can go after these pawns, but I think it's best now just to start advancing my own. So the king can come in, but not at the moment. I do have a check which allows me to get onto this rank. And then they cannot defend. Wait, so I have a check. But the problem with giving a check and going here is that they have takes. I can just expand on this side. The king cannot come forward. This is protected. Can go for the check now. But that doesn't achieve anything. I can slide my rook up. Push I just take. There's nothing there. I think I just start pushing here. If they have a push I just take. I mean, their rank is protected, but if I step this way the king can actually come in here. Which is not good for me. But if I step here, they come in here. And that's just terrible for me. I do have a check. And forcing the king away. So I'll go here and give a check, I think. The king can come in. It could be best to take here. I think I give a check first. Forcing the king to step away. And then I take after. And if the king steps in front of the rook, obviously they'll just blunder. So here I can take, and then I have this pawn, which could be very good for me. I can start advancing this. They can attack it. Their king can never cross this. I think I just start pushing here. And bringing my king in. They can get behind. I'm fine with that. Their king can never cross this line to defend. I can come in here. If they give a check, I just step here. They have a push, I just take. There's nothing there. If they win this, that would be a problem, but I'm much closer at the moment. Their king cannot help. I think I just play king e4 next and start pushing. They go for a rook trade. Well, I think this is a winning endgame for me. So if we simply trade and I go here, they have to choose a direction. And I think I'm actually winning. Without thinking, I'll just play here. I mean, they cannot give me a position, but if they go here, I just step here. And this is just a win from me. A great performance. And my opponent resigns and I get the win with black. I'm very proud of this. Let's look at this. So we actually won drawing when my opponent offered the draw. They played at a 78.3. I played at an 86.2. I had the blunder, which gave them a massive chance to win but they missed my blunder. I played like a 1750, they played like a 1500. This was all okay. My blunder was actually e5, which obviously allows them to pin. They missed just taking because of a recapture. They bring their rook. But I thought that if they take and I take, and they played this, I just have this. But then I guess they're attacking this pawn, so they can win a pawn. Although it says it's best to... What's the best move here? Why are they winning so much? f4. Oh, just f4 just wins the bishop. That's why they're winning so much. So they actually miss by bringing the rook over. I'm able to push. I give up the pawn. It's best to long castle. A rook trade is fine. I'm still down a pawn, but the game is completely equal. Right here, the game is completely equal. Although I do win a pawn here by taking the knight. We're back to equal material as well. This wasn't the best from them, because I can play king f8 and protect my back rank. And also stop checkmate, obviously. This kicks my rook away. I thought rook a5 was the best. It was actually best just to attack this, because they're forced to play this. And then I'd have f5, I think. So let's see this. If I went to c5 instead, and they played here, I think I'd have f5. f5 would be okay. Then their best move would be rook to d4. Instead, this allows me to stop them from ever pushing and lock my rook in here. They played the best move, but now I can attack this and they can't stop me from winning the pawn. Them pushing isn't the best. I'm actually supposed to take and go into this. I mean, this makes sense because if I take... This does make sense because if they ever took... No, it was best to take with the rook, obviously. Because if they ever took... I think I'm actually just winning here by pushing. And I do win the race against the king, which would win me the game, so... Taking with the rook is just best at the upper pawn. I do miss that, but I'm still winning here, slightly. Dropping back to defend is best, because I'm actually slightly winning with one extra pawn. I start to bring my king to the center. They do the same. f5 wasn't the best, it's best to play king up. Cut the king off. And g4 wasn't bad, but wasn't the best. King f6 is best. They make a mistake there by pushing. It's best for me just to take. And I can get behind this pawn, so... They are stuck defending it. Their king cannot cross the d-file. And that's what wins me the game. I knew this trade would be good for me, because I can see that my king can come in, cut off the other king. I step here. Their king cannot come in here. So it would have to go here. If the king went there, I'd go this way. It says f3 check is best, and king d2 is the best move. But then I go here, and I'm completely winning. I have two passed pawns, they cannot stop me from promoting, so that's the point where I win the game. They resign here, and I get a great win. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.